We're back to open source. We got Nye Magee here. Yes, the Nye Magee. Also, okay, so Nye, you've been a journalist. I mean, I think you've done quite a few things in Hollywood for a very long time. But journalism for me, that's how I know you. And we became friends on Clubhouse. Um, and you've seen a lot of shifts, right? Like how has Hollywood journalism changed technologically in your career?
Well, I would say in the past 10 years, overall, technology has reshaped journalism into a faster, more interactive, and data driven industry where stories break in real time, right? Video content dominates. And we're also seeing this need, this want, and this appreciation for social media engagement and the reaction in real time, which has been crucial for reporters, right? Overall, we've seen some of the most significant areas of changes. We've seen the shift from print to digital and social media. We've seen this streamlining, the streaming revolution and data driven reporting where journalists now can tap into streaming outlets and gather data and analytics from streaming services to write reports on
Mm,
audience trends, audience preferences. What show before it used to be all about the numbers. Now we want to know what shows and movies are most bingeable, right? We're also seeing this rise in video journalism and video and journalism reporting by way of podcasting. We're also seeing AI and automation, where AI reporting is a thing now. AI is starting to
mm,
play a crucial role in entertainment coverage. Algorithms can now generate reports on box office stats, TV announcements and ratings, casting announcements. So we're seeing journalists are getting more focused on in-depth analysis and unique stories based on what's trending online.
Look, I mean, oh my God, the research that you've done. Wikipedia is now replaced with Nye Magee. Let's talk about social media, though, right? It's interesting because there's a lot of journalists who sort of lament the days of the newspaper and all, like it was sort of siloed, right? And now anybody with a social media account can sort of be a journalist. Is that better or worse? Like, what do you think?
It becomes problematic when we have to check our ethics. We have to be responsible with fact checking and providing the audience with reliable information. So I don't have a problem in this rise of that we're seeing this rise of like citizen journalists, this rise in sort of like investigative, independent, or amateur investigative journalists and reporting or entertainment news. A lot of people are going to TikTok, YouTube, podcasts,
Mm,
all these social media platforms that are providing space for individuals who have not received the formal training in journalism and reporting. And we're seeing a rise in these kind of citizen journalists because the audience likes this informal way of reporting. We get real reactions. We get oftentimes salacious and scandalous reactions. We get real time opinions that aren't kind of uh, micromanaged by the
mm,
gatekeepers. So in that regards, it's we see why it's growing in popularity and the interactive aspect of it, but it can be harmful because oftentimes, we have to be mindful of reliable information. Where are the sources coming from? Can we fact check any of this? Are the voices people who are doing it for fun, doing it to troll, or doing it for entertainment value, or are they actually providing information that is useful for the consumer? So when it can be dangerous when we're looking at it from a misinformation standpoint, from a salacious standpoint. What is the objective? I always like to approach from my perspective as a news writer, as a news
mm,
reporter, entertainment news reporter. What is my objective? What do I want the audience to know? And if I'm providing the audience with useful information, resourceful information, information that they can use and then do deeper research to walk away with their own kind of interpretation on what I'm providing and being a reliable source. then I think I'm doing my job as a reporter. But these kind of this rise in citizen journalists that we're seeing, it can be detrimental if their objective is not one rooted in providing reliable information to the consumer and their audience.
Yeah, look, it's a great take, and as a perfect professional, you came in right as the clock is ending. We've got Nye McGee here on Open Source.